summer, I'll be backpacking across Europe and I'll be sewing most of the clothes that I'll be taking. I'm really excited because I've been looking forward to this trip for a really long time. But this summer, I'll be doing an interrail across a few different countries in Europe. But I've been trying to decide what clothes to take, and I've realized that most of the clothes that I make are made out of cotton and they wrinkle a lot, so they're not ideal to take with me on a backpack, because when I've traveled with them before, they always get really wrinkled inside the suitcase. So I decided to make a few new pieces, but I'll be using synthetic fabric. So all these fabrics are synthetic, but most of them are dead stock fabric, so at least they are sustainable that way. I prefer to use natural fibers, but those unfortunately are not great options for this trip, so I'm hoping I made good choices with these fabrics. For the first project, I'll be using this satin fabric, which is really beautiful. It's black and it has these red flowers, and I'll be making the Sherry dress by Dressmaking Amore. This is a pattern that I've been wanting to sew ever since it was released, but I think it was released in autumn and I knew I wasn't going to wear it then, so I've been waiting for an opportunity to sew it, and now is the time. I think this dress is going to be perfect for this trip because it's really pretty, but it looks very comfortable and it's quite long, so I think it will be a good option for more dressed up days. The second fabric is this satin right here, and this is really soft. My mom actually bought this fabric before me, but I love the feel of it so much that I just had to get it for myself. I'll be making a matching set of a bustier top and some flowy pants. For the top, I will be using my own pattern that I've used here on this channel before, but I will be changing the back to have an elasticated back instead of the lace up. And for the pants, I'll be making the Mara pants by Vicky Sews, which have an elasticated waist, and I think will be perfect for this trip. I think they'll be really comfortable, especially made out of this material. I think they'll be super comfortable, but because of the fabric, I think they will look a little bit more dressed up. The idea is obviously to use these pants with other things as well, but I like the idea of having a matching top as well. The next project is going to be a dress with this fabric right here, which is also a satin, and for this one I'll be using the Nelly dress pattern by Vicky Sews, but I'll be changing the skirt because I want this dress to be short. I've already made a Nelly dress last year and I absolutely love the way it fits. It is very flattering and very comfortable, but it is really long and it's not the easiest to walk in, so I know it's not practical to take with me on this trip. So my idea is to keep the bodice the same, but changing the skirt to be a short A-line skirt. The next project is going to be a boat neck top, and I'll be using this white stretchy fabric. The pattern I'll be using is by Not Your Sherry Designs, and I haven't used this pattern before, but I've seen good reviews, so I'm hoping it works well. These are the plans for now, but they probably will change. I'm filming this video quite early. It is still February, but I need to get started with this project, but I may still change my mind throughout this video depending on how long this takes me. But that's all for now, so let's get started with the first one. The dress is nearly finished. All I have to do is add the zipper and close the back, but I'm happy with how it's looking. However, it's really long on me right now, so I think I'm gonna have to cut quite a little bit off. This is actually the second time this happens to me with the Dressmaking Amore pattern. I think their midi size is a little bit too long on me because the exact same thing happened with the Hazel dress, but with the Hazel dress I was okay with it being floor length, but this one I really don't want it to be floor length, and right now it is, so I'm probably gonna cut quite a little bit off on the bottom, but that's fine because I think I can reuse the fabric. But yeah, now let's just add the zipper and finish this dress. Also, this dress is pretty bulky, so I think it's actually going to take up quite a lot of room in my bag, so maybe this wasn't the best idea. I hope I can still pack it because I think it looks really beautiful. I really love this fabric, but this is a lot bulkier than I thought, but I guess we'll see. Okay, let's finish this. The dress is finished, so let's see the result. Now let's move on to project number 2, which is the two-piece set. I'm going to start with the pants first because I still need to finish the pattern for the top, and the pants are really quick to make. So let's get started. The pants are almost finished. I just have to add the elastic here on the waistband, so that's what I'm going to do now. I left a little opening right here and I'm just going to put the elastic through, and then all I have to do is sew 2 rows of stitches here from the right side. working on the top now, and I just wanted to show you the changes that I made to the pattern. So this was the pattern that I used the last time. I made this pattern in the other video, so I'll leave that linked if you want to see how I made this. But I didn't make any changes to these pieces. I just printed them again. But I made this other piece because this top did not have a back. This is the top that I made last time. And as you can see, it has a lace-up back. But this time I wanted to make an elastic back. So I needed to make another panel, and I made this. This was cut on fold, and then it's going to have all of these elastic channels. I haven't actually tested this yet, so I really hope my calculations are right because I don't have any fabric left over. And these are the pieces that are done now. So I have made the cups, and this is the main bodice, and then we have the back piece that's going to have all of those elastic channels. I haven't made the elastic channels yet. By the way, this fabric is very thin, so I did add a lining fabric to give it a little bit more structure. I only did that on the main fabric, not on the lining, so the lining is pretty thin, I think you can tell, but the main fabric is attached to another fabric to give it a little bit more structure. I hope this lining gives it enough structure, but we will see. The second project is finished, so let's see the result. I'm pretty happy with how this set turned out. There were obviously some issues, mainly because I'm not used to sewing with satin, and I did struggle a lot. The biggest issue for me was sewing the waistbands. It's not super even, like the gathering is not distributed equally on the waistband, and I don't think I should have added the pockets, to be honest, because I think it makes it a little bit bulkier around my hips. But on the other hand, it is quite nice that it has pockets because I know I'll use them a lot. The top, I think it looks really cute, but there were obviously a lot of issues. I have never tried this pattern with satin, and I think the fit is the biggest issue. The fabric is kind of bunching in a few places, like the front and the side. That is something that I need to fix in the future. This is the third time I'm using this pattern, and it's obviously not finished yet. I still need to improve a lot of things, but I have to say that I'm really happy that I made the elastic back because it's really comfortable compared to the last one that I made. But even with these issues, I think this set looks really cute together, and I'll definitely take it with me. Project number 2 is done. Now let's move on to the third project. The third project is the boat neck top that I'm going to be making in this very stretchy fabric, which is a nice change because I was a little bit sick of working with satin. I think I'm gonna have to make it entirely in the overlocker, but I guess I'll see. I haven't actually used this pattern before, so I don't know how it's supposed to be sewn. I'm going to be making the sleeveless mid-length version. So yeah, I'm going to check the instructions and get started with this one. So the pattern comes with a facing, but I decided not to add the facing because this fabric is white and it is a little bit see-through. So I feel like if I had the facing and here, you would be able to see it underneath. So I decided to do a full lining. I just cut the same exact pattern pieces as the main fabric, but I made them a little bit shorter and I overlocked the hem, so it's already finished. And I'm just going to do a full lining. I'm not 100% sure if I like the fit because I tried this on and I wasn't super sure with the neckline situation, but it might have been because of the seam allowance. So I guess we will see after I add the lining. But yeah, super quick project to make, which is a nice change from the last few patterns. The top is now finished and I like it, but I don't love it. The fit is not really perfect. It does gather a little bit here on the top, but it is very comfortable and I like the shape of it. So in the next one that I make, I will try to fix the fitting issues, but I will still wear this one. And adding the lining was really the right choice on this one because now it's not see-through at all and it is very, very comfortable. I don't know if it will make it too hot for actual summer, but at least for the weather that we've been having right now, this is perfect. Project number 3 is finished, so let's move on to the final project of this video, the Nelly dress. So there's been a change of plans. I was going to use another fabric, that satin one that I showed you in the beginning of the video, but it's been a few months since I started this video and I ended up using that for another project. So I had to get some new fabric and I got this one, which is quite different. This is like a cherry color. It's not picking up very well on camera. It's a bit darker than this. I think this may be a little bit closer to the original color. It's definitely not a color that I'm used to wearing, but I think it's really pretty. And the main reason I got this was because of the texture. I don't know if you can see, but it's a satin crepe and it's pretty similar to the fabric that I used for my other Nelly dress. So I think it's going to work very well for this one. Color is just a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I think it's going to look really pretty. So let's cut this. So I put the dress on the dress form just so you can see what I'm struggling with. It doesn't have the straps or the yoke or any of the binding yet, but this is what it looks like right now. The top of the dress is going to be exactly the same as the Nelly dress, but the skirt is completely different. I made the pattern myself and I'm struggling with a few things. So number one, I don't know if the side of the skirt is working very well. I kept the top pretty much the same, but I don't think it works in this kind of skirt because I thought this would be more cinched right here under the bust and then it would flare out, but I think it's just too loose. So I think I'm going to try to make it a little tighter right here, but then I don't know if I'll be able to get in and out of the dress very well because this has absolutely no zipper or any way to get into the dress. This is a bias cut dress, so it does have some stretch to it, but I'm not sure how well I will be able to fit in it if I tighten it too much around here. But I think it's just a little bit too loose for my taste right now, so I am going to try to take at least a centimeter off on each side. And then the other issue is with this side. There's like a lot of fabric right here. A lot of the fabric is hidden, so maybe I should have just cut the pattern like this instead of making it so flared out. I'm gonna try to fix this somehow, and I'm gonna have to take this off of the dress form. If there's any tip I can give you is get a pinnable dress form, because the fact that this isn't pinnable is really annoying. The dress is finished now, and I will admit I was a little bit worried there, but I ended up really liking the result. The main issue I had was that the skirt was not looking how I imagined, but I have to be honest, and I'm not sure if this color is flattering on me, but I will still take it with me and I will still wear it because I do really like the way it looks and the way it feels. So let's see the reveal. So this was the last project that I filmed for this video, but I ended up making 2 extra projects. I didn't film them in this video, but I did film YouTube shorts about them. I will leave them linked if you want to see them. But the first one were these shorts right here. They are just cotton shorts, so they will get wrinkled, but I'm hoping that I will be able to iron them somehow. But I think they look really cute. I ended up using the Mara pants pattern, just cutting them into shorts. But for the shorts, I ended up making the waistband smaller. This waistband has 3 centimeters, which is the width of my elastic, and I think it looks a lot better than on the pants. And then I just added a little ruffle on the bottom, which I think makes a huge difference. I think these shorts look really cute. And the last thing I made was this dress, which I made out of red cotton twill. And again, it's cotton, but I will try to iron it. I made the pattern for this one myself. This is a pattern that I've been working on for a little while, and I really like the shape of it. It's not yet perfect, but it's almost there. This is a princess seam dress with these straps, and I think this is going to look really cute on a trip, and I really like the way it looks. And that's all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!